Well, let's zoom into interoperability. Interoperability is the ability to exchange the NFT across ecosystems, right? So if you buy an NFT, a non-fungible token, which could be a deed for a house, could be a digital art, could be anything. If you buy it on the Ethereum network, shouldn't you be able to sell it and send it in some way, shape, or form to the Bitcoin network? Now, this is like long-term thinking, right? But like an NFT as a concept is just a token. The blockchain technologies should be able to accept that token, wrap it in some way, hold that information, because it's just data at the end of the day, right? We just need to be able to accept and understand the data that is inside the NFT on different chains in order to store that data. But it depends on how they program that ecosystem, how they program that blockchain, what the blocks can hold, right? And so true interoperability is like a long-term vision, right? But interoperability could also mean other things, like the ability to hold it in different wallets, the ability to hold the NFT or like buy it on different marketplaces. Understanding and keeping that in mind, the next thing we would need is immutability, right? NFTs should be undivisible or indivisible rather, and should be unique. So there could be copies of an NFT, right? There, you could have 100 like digital artworks that are the same exact artwork, but they're not divisible. Like you can't split one in two. You also can't have a direct copy of one. The first one minted versus the last one minted. It could be a different serial number, and that could add to its unique value. They're not unique in the sense that they can't be the same thing, but they're not the exact same data, right? So immutable means the blockchain records the data in a way that makes it hard to change. Okay, so blockchain already has this as a concept built into the decentralized storage mechanism. So we're getting that out of the blockchain technology. Great. When we go further, for an NFT ecosystem, for true ownership, we need tradability. We need the ability to trade freely on open marketplaces. And we're getting closer and closer to this, right? So tradability is like being able to put it on eBay, right? And then sell it, or put it on for like swap or trade. And with digital assets, we need that concept to be baked into the ecosystem, but we're trying to build a holistic ecosystem. The game Fortnite or the game CSGO, they want their own marketplace, and we're going to put interoperability and tradability. Well, you don't have true interoperability because you're not going to take a skin from CSGO and play it in Fortnite. And we don't have true tradability because you're not going to swap a skin from Fortnite for anything in the CSGO. If we get to true NFT space where we could have digital assets that are completely unique, and then every one of these ecosystems, these games hook into it, right? Then they could take a digital asset, they could create a tradability mechanism where they would evaluate the value of a skin when you put in a skin from a different game and you want to trade it for CSGO coin, if they ever made it. And then you could actually swap your skin for currency in that game, and you could continue, and then you have true value retention of your digital assets. To give you an example, right? I spent over €1,000 on League of Legends throughout my 10 years playing it. All of those skins, I don't own a single one. I can't trade them for value anywhere else. I don't actually even technically own them. If I don't use my account, I don't really retain the value of that digital asset, right? It's just there. It's just money that I put in there. But if we get to true tradability space where League of Legends opts to turn its coin mechanism, you can purchase coins in the game, into a true token, and then builds on the blockchain, and then builds against multiple NFT contracts the ability to trade, right? And then puts the skins in League of Legends as an NFT, then I could potentially trade my skins on an open marketplace with other people. And I have some unique skins, some things you can't get, right? And the value of those skins, right, is next to zero because, well, they're kind of locked away, right? I don't have that tradability aspect. So very important things to think about here when we zoom in. Then we have liquidity. Transfer NFTs into tokens for liquidity. Just like I talked about when, tradability is swapping one NFT for another NFT of rather equal value, or that's just the concept of trading. This liquidity is the same, but trading it into liquidity, right? Which could be another token, right? If I owned an NFT like my skin and I wanted to liquidate it, like in the real world, you go to a pawn shop and you'd be like, here, take this, and they'd give you cash in return. Well, what if I wanted Ethereum or Bitcoin for my thing? There could be marketplaces where they would buy it off of you and you could transfer it into liquidity, right? You could sell your skins instead of having to trade them for equal value for other people, right? And could you trade them for equal value? Well, the trade would be up to the two people trading to be like, I'll take this League of Legends skin for the CSGO skin or whatever the case would be. In the tradability concept and the liquidity concept, you need to put a dollar value to the NFT and it needs to be able to be purchased. Whether that could be selling on a marketplace or that could be selling to the marketplace where they have a system to buy it off you, right? Liquidity is just transferring into token, Ethereum, Bitcoin, cash, USDT, whatever it may be. Okay, and then the final thing. For NFTs to truly exist in the form that they need to be, ownership of a digital asset, we need programmability. And what does programmability mean? Well, we need the ability to embed code in the NFT to make it smarter. If it's just raw data, right? If it's just raw data, great. We can hold a catalog of what the thing is. But now if it can contain code, right? If it can contain actual things that can be executed, now we can make it much, much smarter, right? We could have it execute certain things at certain times of the year to yield something, right? Whether it be dividend in a stock, right? That's a quarterly thing that happens. So the programmability aspect makes it possible for you to embed things into the NFT that make it a bit smarter than just flat data.